I have a few templates that I want to share with you. In today's video, we're going to utilize these templates to go ahead and make some herb strippers. So if you're not familiar with these, they all have different size holes that you could pull through different herbs, and it pulls off all the leaves, just leaving the stems. And the nice thing about these is that you can make some multi-purpose tools out of this. So I've got a bowl scraper, I have a knife, and then I have this cute heart. I'm gonna have a lot of fun shaping these with you, showing you how to use these templates and getting to work on the scroll saw to cut these out. Now, if you have a CNC, obviously you could do that, and then you could just take these and carve them afterwards, or same thing with a laser. But if you're new to this and you only have a few tools, I think the most common tool people start with is a scroll saw. At least that's what I started with. So let's go ahead, get on the scroll saw and get these cut out. For these, I'm using templates that I created myself, but you can totally just print some or go ahead and hand draw whatever kind of design that you want to carve out and just get those cut. It's really fast and easy to cut them on a scroll saw or bandsaw. Whatever tools you have is what we recommend using. So for this carve, I immediately just dove right in and started carving and shaping all these pieces out. I did about 3 of each shape, and the only ones survived are these knives here. Because of the nice long shape, they survived in the drill press. The other ones just exploded as I was drilling into them. So make sure you take your time. Use a drill press if you have one, and drill out all of these before you get into the shaping area so you don't have to start all over like I did. I'm using a 2-inch mini angle grinder equipped with our extra coarse donut wheel. And a thing to know on this is that you always want to have a clamp on your piece, whether you clamp it down to the table or use a mini clamp like I did to keep it secure so that way you can reduce the risk of injury. So this one here, I ended up not drilling the hole in, but I did want to show you the different burrs that I use for it. So with the heart, there's a small little crevice there. So for one, I used a bud, and then I used a long ball nose. Either one worked great. So now that I've got them all shaped out with the extra coarse disc, I'm going back in with the Whisper Grit. The importance of that is to reduce your sanding time, because the extra coarse one's going to leave a lot deeper grooves, and it's so much easier to sand if you knock those down and reduce it with the Whisper. I also have another trick for you, but I want to talk about sanding first. Sanding is probably the longest part of this process. Just take your time, wear some gloves. This is actually where I got hurt the most. And then another tip, if you have flap disc, they are great. So after you use your Whisper, take the flap disc on it, and it knocks down any kind of burr marks that are left there and reduces that greatly. Once you have them sanded down to about 180, I recommend water popping it, sanding them down to 220, then applying any kind of finish that you desire. I'm really excited with how these came out. I think they look amazing. The wood just pops once you get that finish on. And now I've created something really fun and useful, and it could be a really big seller at markets. So if you do create these pieces, please let us know. We want to see what you've created. And if you have any questions on the process or any of the tools that we use, please let us know in the comments. We hope you enjoyed this project. And as always, happy carving.